What's the worst thing you overheard someone say about you when they thought you couldn't hear? I was 17 when I thought I'd finally found my people. After years of eating lunch alone in the library, I'd somehow been invited to sit with the popular kids. For 3 months, I felt like I belonged somewhere. They laughed at my jokes, included me in weekend plans, and made me believe I was actually likable. I remember the exact moment I thought we were real friends. Brittany had defended me when some guy made fun of my presentation in English class. "She's brilliant," she'd said. "You're just too stupid to understand her point." I'd felt so grateful, so protected. Madison had even invited me to her birthday party, introducing me to her family as one of my closest friends. The illusion shattered on a Tuesday afternoon in the school bathroom. I was in the last stall when they walked in. Brittany, Madison, and the rest of my supposed friend group. The sharp smell of industrial disinfectant filled my nostrils as their voices bounced off the yellow tiles. They didn't know I was there. "God, I can't stand her anymore," Brittany said, her voice echoing like a slap. "She tries so hard, it's embarrassing." My heart hammered against my ribs. I lifted my feet so they wouldn't see my shoes under the stall door, balancing awkwardly on the toilet seat. "The way she laughs at everything we say," Madison added, her tone dripping with disgust. "Like, we get it. You're desperate for friends. And those clothes," another voice chimed in. "My mom donates better stuff to Goodwill." I looked down at my thrift store sweater, the one I'd been so proud of finding. The one Brittany had complimented just yesterday, touching the fabric and saying how soft it looked. "Remember when she brought those homemade brownies?" Someone said. "They tasted like cardboard, but we all pretended they were amazing." The laughter that followed felt like glass in my chest. I'd spent all weekend perfecting that recipe, using ingredients I'd bought with my babysitting money. I could still taste the raw batter I'd sampled obsessively. "The worst part is how she thinks we actually like her," Brittany continued. "Like, we only invited her because Mrs. Thompson made us include the weird kids in our group project." My hands shook as I gripped the toilet paper dispenser, the metal cold against my sweating palms. "Should we just tell her to stop sitting with us?" Madison asked. "No way," Brittany replied. "It's too entertaining. Besides, having her around makes us look charitable." Their footsteps clicked toward the door. I heard the squeak of sneakers on wet tile, then silence. I waited 10 minutes before emerging, my legs numb from crouching. In the mirror, my face looked pale and hollow, like someone had sucked all the life out of me. The next day, I went back to eating in the library. When they asked why, I mumbled something about needing quiet time to study. Brittany looked relieved. For the rest of senior year, I sat alone. When they waved at me in the halls, I'd nod politely and keep walking. During graduation, Brittany signed my yearbook. "Stay sweet. You're such a genuine person." I threw the yearbook away that night. College was different. I found real friends who valued authenticity over entertainment. People who understood that quiet doesn't mean broken and different doesn't mean desperate. 10 years later, I ran into Madison at a coffee shop. She gushed about how much she'd missed me, how we should reconnect. She couldn't understand why I politely declined. Some wounds teach you exactly who deserves access to your heart.